Hey Pisces, welcome to Intuitive Gems. My name is Desiree, and today I'll be doing your money, wealth, finance, prosperity, and abundance reading for the month of April 2023. If this is your first time catching one of my readings, I do want to say welcome, and I invite you to subscribe because I do these readings each and every month, and I would love to share your money message with you. For the readings this month, I'm using my Morgan Greer Tarot deck. I will clarify with my Radiant Rider-Waite Tarot. And then Pisces, I'm going to close out your reading with a Crystal Angels Oracle card. All right, so let's get right into it. I'm feeling really ready to dive into your reading, Pisces. So we've got these Three of Wands that's starting us off. Now this is a card of strategizing for the future. I know a lot of Pisces are kind of doing a lot of big things right now, at least some of the Pisces I know. And so the Three of Wands talks about really strategizing and formulating a plan in order to do something on a larger scale. Okay, so now this doesn't necessarily mean you have to be a business owner or an entrepreneur. This could be something in your career, it could be something in your personal life, but really it's all about kind of getting the plan in place and then taking action. And that's really what you're going to be focusing on as we move into the new month of April. Next up, we've got the Two of Swords in the reverse. That's a great card to see in the reverse because it means that you've made a decision and you're no longer procrastinating or dragging your feet on something. So you've made a decision, things are starting to move, and you're very I want to say productive and driven for that. Next, we have the Eight of Cups. Now, the Eight of Cups, this could be part of the decision that you made here. You're walking away from something, you're releasing something, you're letting go of something, and you have no regrets about it. As a matter of fact, if anything, this is going to put you in a position to do more, have more, be more, to achieve more. And I think that's really what your focus is right now. Your focus is growth and expansion and success. And you're doing the things necessary in order to make that happen. Next up, we have the Seven of Swords. Now, the Seven of Swords in the reverse means something was wrong and it gets corrected, right? So you were wronged in some way in the past, and resolution is showing up for you in this first week of April, right? So it could be something as minor as someone stole $1 from you and they pay you back, or it could be something larger. But whatever it is, that wrong that was done against you gets rectified, it gets resolved, it gets fixed in this first week of April. Okay, and there's probably something, some type of money, something involved, because we are doing a money reading. So something, does get repaid, or something does get corrected, like I said. We also have the Ace of Swords. The Ace of Swords is the card of breakthroughs. It's also the card of literally going upwards. Now, this could be both figuratively or literally, I guess. But the thing is like the Ace of Swords talks about rising higher to the next level. Now, it doesn't always mean that, things don't kind of, it doesn't always mean that things just go perfectly. I guess that's the better way to say it, right? Like you're moving up, you're advancing, you're leveling up, but there's some challenges along the way. There's things you need to learn, but it doesn't mean that you're still not advancing. Okay, so I just want you to understand that you're making breakthroughs, you're making strides in a very big way in your life and in your business, and you are seeing the results of that. You are seeing the outcome of that, which is fantastic, because like I said, there's really no stopping that. It's like it's growth, it's advancing, and it's just continuing to go. Finally, we do have the Nine of Wands. Now, the Nine of Wands talks about no longer feeling frustrated or anxious. As a matter of fact, you're feeling very secure and confident with what you're doing right now. Now, of course, when it comes to making money, it is all about your attitude and what you believe and what you believe is possible for you. And so when I see that card, it's telling me that you're feeling very encouraged and hopeful about what's possible and what's going to show up for you. So Pisces, let's continue on and see what else shows up nice as it relates to money, wealth, finances, prosperity, and abundance for the month of April 2023. All right, again, got some good cards here. However, we do need to pay attention to this Hangman card. Now, the Hangman card talks about stagnation sometimes, so it's interesting. We just had the card of leveling up, literally boosting up, and then we have this card of sometimes feeling stuck and stagnant, right? Well, sometimes what I have learned just by doing hundreds of readings with people, people do want to level up, but then sometimes they get to a certain level and then they kind of get scared, or they don't know what to do next, so they feel stuck, or they kind of just don't progress any further than a certain level. So this is something you need to be aware of, Pisces, is that when you are on the success journey, try to be aware of where you could be holding yourself back. Okay, now this is something that will take time, but you have to see that sometimes you could be holding yourself back just because maybe you feel uncomfortable, nervous, or whatever. Okay, especially on the journey to making more money. But here's where things get really, really good. We got the Two of Cups. That's a divine connection, divine union. Looks like you're going to partner with someone, and it's going to be the perfect person for you. Now, I'm not talking about a personal relationship here. I'm talking about something in your work, business, or financial life. Maybe you connect with the perfect accountant. Maybe you connect with the perfect client. Maybe you hire the perfect employee. Whatever it is, there's definitely going to be your soul customer, or your soul person, or your soul connection showing up for you here in this second week of April. Okay, so that's very exciting. We also have the Sun card. This is the most positive card in the deck, and it's smack dab right in the middle of your reading, Pisces. I don't know if things can really get any better than that, because you have the most powerful card, the most positive card, the Sun card. Again, this means success. It means happiness, joy, everything, everything, truly everything. So if you have a question about something, you don't have to worry. It's going to come out okay, actually better than okay. This means that success definitely is here for you. Next, we got the Six of Pentacles. Six of Pentacles means you're going to be in a position to be very generous. So you are giving from your overflow, Pisces. That's the best place to give from. You're in a position to share what you know, whether that be time, money, resources, knowledge, whatever. Looks like you are in the position to help others, and that's definitely going to make its way back to you at some point. We also have the Six of Wands. Now, this is a card of a lot of attention coming your way. Looks like you are going to be seen, and people are going to start noticing you, and this is going to create an opportunity for you to be seen and to monetize being seen. Okay, now the other thing about this card is that it means you're attracting a lot of attention very, very quickly. So don't be nervous about it, because people just love you. They just love you, Pisces, and they want to be where you are. All right, so let's continue on and see what else shows up. Nice, a repeater card there. Ooh, for the sign of Pisces, as it relates to money, wealth, finance, prosperity, and abundance for the month of April 2023. All right, look at those two aces there. All right, Pisces, your reading just keeps getting better and better. Every week we go through April. Now, we do have the King of Wands here. The King of Wands, this means that somebody... Now, this is interesting what I pick up with this card. There's somebody regretting not reaching out to you sooner. Now, this King of Wands always means that somebody's watching you. Now, not in a creepy way, but it means like, a manager is considering you for a promotion, or somebody's considering hiring you, so they're watching your work and all those things. But this card in the reverse means there's somebody who regretted not reaching out to you sooner. Okay, could be an old boss, could be an old client, could be an old customer, but somebody wishes they would have connected with you sooner. We also have the King of Swords. King of Swords is the king of that elimination energy, removing what is unnecessary and getting it out of the way. So sometimes in order to be more productive, you have to cut things off, and I think that's what you're going to be doing, making decisions about what you're going to cut off moving forward, Pisces, because you've got a lot of things here that need your attention. Ace of Swords, again, that's a repeater card. We talked about that. That's a card of breakthroughs, success, pushing forward, literally advancing up to the next level. We also have the Ace of Cups. Now that's the card of overflow, and I'm not surprised it fell onto the card of generosity here. Remember, you're going to be in a position to give. But this card also talks about overflow. Overflow of abundance, love, anything, whatever. Customers, whatever. This card literally means like your cup runneth over. Okay, so again, that's an excellent card. Finally, we have the Four of Pentacles. Now, the Four of Pentacles, that's a card talking about paying attention to the budget. So make sure you're keeping track of everything coming in and going out. That's very, very important, especially roughly in the second half of April, Pisces. You really need to stay on top of that. And if it's not something you can do yourself, then make sure you hire someone to do that for you. But it's really about staying focused and really tracking all of your money, paying attention to where every cent goes, what's coming in and what's going out. All right, Pisces, let's see what else shows up for you as it relates to money, wealth, finances, prosperity, and abundance for the month of April 2023. All right, let me fix these cards here. All right, Pisces, as we close out the month of April, looks like you are breaking free of self-limiting beliefs. With this Eight of Swords here, you are no longer limited by what you think is possible. In other words, you're expanding your beliefs and what you think is possible for you, and that really kind of changes the game. Okay, we also have the Hierophant card. The Hierophant card talks about you moving, kind of doing your own thing, not necessarily following the rules as they're laid out, but you kind of doing your own thing. We kind of talked about that here with strategizing and formulating a plan. Well, it looks like you're definitely doing that, and your plan is unique to you. Nobody else, it's like you're not following someone else's blueprint, Pisces. You're literally doing your own thing in your own way. And that's probably what's going to be best and bring you the most success. Next up, we have the Queen of Swords. Now, the Queen of Swords, interesting, you've got the King and Queen of Swords. Now, the Queen of Swords is very gracious. Now, she doesn't waste time, but she also is one of removing the things that do not serve her. She doesn't do it in an ugly or nasty way, but she also, like I said, she does not waste time. So looks like you're going to be in a position again to remove some things that are just not serving you, Pisces. Because we're talking about money, I wouldn't be surprised if it could be some relationships, or maybe some like subscriptions, or something minor. You know, it's just something where you feel like it's no longer beneficial to you to continue with this, and so you graciously decide to eliminate and move on. Next, we have the Six of Swords. The Six of Swords in the reverse talks about a change in travel plans. You could be taking a business trip or maybe just a personal trip, but it looks like something is going to affect it. And you're probably going to have to change the dates or maybe rearrange something. It doesn't mean anything negative. It doesn't mean that the trip will be canceled, but it just means that there's going to be some changes impacting the original plans that you had in place. Finally, we have the Seven of Wands. Now, this is a card of communication and also really being assertive and making sure people understand where you're coming from. All right. Now, again, this is not about being mean or bossy, but it is about you being very, very clear about how you want things to be for you in your life, in your work, in your business, whatever the case may be. All right. So being assertive is going to pay off for you, right? It's going to put you in a position not only to get respect from other people, but for you to communicate the clarity of what it is that you want. So, Pisces, your reading is fantastic here. Like I said, you've got the Sun card smack dab in the middle. Then you've got breakthroughs happening, overflow, definitely strategizing, creating your own plans here. So it's just a matter of, how much, how much good can you handle, Pisces, because April's definitely going to be fantastic for you. All right, let's go ahead and close out your reading with a Crystal Angels Oracle card. Okay, we got the card Angelite. And I think that's going to focus. There we go. Spiritual or religious community. Join with like-minded people for friendship and increased spiritual growth. Interesting. Okay, spiritual or religious community. Yes, connect with like-minded people for friendship and increased spiritual growth. Love that. I definitely think that's something you can do in April, Pisces. So I hope you enjoyed this reading. If you have any questions, please drop them down below. I want to thank you so much for spending this time with me. We'll do it all again next month.